Welcome once again, my loyal subjects, to my redstone world where we are improving, nay, perfecting the Iron Golem Dispenser. Yes, indeed, you may remember from last time as we made this little lime area that pushes the iron blocks into the Iron Golem assembler. And today it is our job, nay, our responsibility, to determine how we will most efficiently refill the iron blocks, because let's be honest, this is going to run out of iron blocks, and rather quickly, in fact. In my previous design, we had this contraption, which really seems like I could have made it a lot closer, and thus a lot faster. So I think that's a perfect place to start. Let's see what the minimum amount of block pushing we need to do is. Obviously, if we have blocks here, then the slime and the honey is going to get stuck on those as it goes across. So we need a block of air and then 2 blocks of iron, since it's a 2x2, or at least 2 vertical blocks of iron. It looks like we're going to need at least a triple piston extender. So we're going to pretend like those aren't there. We power, power, power. There's our 3 blocks. Oh, these are going to need to be sticky pistons. There we go. And okay, and there we go. So that's all we need. Potentially, we could use slime and honey blocks to push more than one set of iron blocks at a time. Of course, redstone blocks aren't going to work. We have to spit out the block. Oh, that's an issue. Oh, because that's okay, that's not going to be great. Okay, maybe we should not do that. That doesn't seem like it's going to work out well with the observers getting caught on the slime blocks. Besides, we also want it to be simple. We want to do the least amount of effort for the best result. Always a fan of work smarter, not harder. So if we do triple piston extender here, then we're going to have to copy that the whole way across. Ooh, that's going to get a little expensive here. But I think it's going to be worth it for the simplicity. Let's see how this goes. So our first push is going to be this line. That goes up. Perfect. And then we're just going to repeat that a little bit further up. And then we need one final push. I see an issue with this. We're not going to be able to refill this. I imagine someone's made a tileable triple piston extender, and I'd rather not go to quadruple, because that seems like a lot. Let me do some looking online. I have good news. I was able to find a triple piston extender that was tileable online. However, it took a bit more of a footprint than I was hoping for. So I started playing around, and I was able to repurpose, extend and then repurpose a bit of this up here for that final extension that I need. And then that actually does open up the 2x2, except for this, but that actually didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Boop, 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 badoop. There we go. Okay, now this is the footprint that I was looking for, or hoping for. And actually, this, I think I might also be able to move around here, and I think I messed that up a little bit, but that's okay. So do that, and then move that down. There we go. That's like almost, that's like perfect for what I need. And I have the extension correct, like, oh shoot, that wasn't that. I forgot. I'm gonna have to update that now. One moment. Alrighty. So now I figure I'll probably have an observer as the input which will detect when this comes back. So we will need this repeater to extend. And there we go. So extension. Perfect. Lovely. Now I need to update this line, and this line again. Because that will pull down again, and pull down one final time. Now, if I do that, that's fine. But then if I do this, that extends it all again. So maybe I need the default to be on, off, on. Well, no, this can't be on, because if this is on, then that messes up this whole thing. Which actually, I found out that I'm able to update all of these pistons using this line that was already here, but as long as but I have to have it on the very end, otherwise it will update this observer. It's actually just one off, so I could have it one closer, which is absolutely perfect. I love reusing parts that are already there, so that I don't have to update too much. So now we have this line set on as default, but then we have this one off as the default, which means this one up here would be on as the default, which is not what I need. So we're going to change this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now it's on, off as the default. There we go. It goes on. Redstone dust here, a repeater here to add some delay. So if we do this, let's turn down the tick rate to about 2, so we can see this happen. So it updates the first line, and it pushes. The second line goes. Third line, and there. Okay, so we have the first retraction taken care of. I think... Now that I think about it, I think the default for each line is going to have to be off. If any of the defaults are on, then it's going to cause problems. So I need to redo the torches, make sure that everything is off when it is not being activated. So we got this hooked up, and so now I actually have it just so it's going to both sides. I wanted to make sure this wasn't going to, power those pistons. Unfortunately, it doesn't. So now we need to figure out what's the best way to, once this has fully extended, bring the signal back down. They're not down, but then, what was it? It was, we have to power this, then this again. All right, so I was able to copy it on over, but clearly something is not going quite right here. We're gonna have to slow down the tick rate again. All right, tick rate is down. We're gonna activate it. All right, same thing happens there. Perfect. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So this one, oh, just missing a little piece of redstone there. That is, yep, that'll do it. Let's see if we can get it to fix it. Oh, perfect, it fixed itself. And now we run it at normal speed. Oh, this is so satisfying. Oh, this whole machine is so satisfying. But that might be my favorite part so far. Not including things on the original design, of course. Well, that... yeah, perfect! Now let's go ahead. Move that 3 down. And, oh, look. It arrived back... that is honestly so nice. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually quite impressed with the fact that I was able to build a triple piston extender. Anything past, like, a double piston extender seems very daunting, and I've never successfully done one on my own before. So I'm quite happy with this. Now let's see, how are we going to get these iron blocks into here? What I'm trying to think is how far, if we use a flag machine, because I don't think, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. If we scoot it over 1, then we could do another triple piston extender, but I'm not sure how well that will work, especially stacked horizontally. I mean, genuinely, could have it here, just bop it on over. But I don't think that would work. Would it? Let me here, let's try it out. If we just have 2 regular pistons, right? How are we gonna feed that in though? That becomes the next issue. Would we be able to make this work? Do that. That. Nope, that's not gonna work. Though, I do like that idea. Ooh, okay, okay. Once again, actually putting the iron blocks in place becomes the limiting factor. I believe I have found something, not found, but made something that will work. So, as you can see, it pushes across, and we do have to activate it twice in order to actually retract it. Then we're using this pulse to, again, we are getting a lot of use out of this one redstone line here. We just, again, have to make sure that this stays docked the whole time until this is done, which, based on how quick, this takes, what, a second to run, and then this one maybe 2 seconds. I can, of course, make it a bit more. Oh no, what have I done there? What have I done? What have I done? This is powered, this is powered. Why is this all powered? What is it powered from? This is off, that's on. Okay, I'm not sure what that block was doing there. Oh, that was supposed to be a repeat. Why was that not? Or wait, what was that supposed to be on? 3. What happened here? When did that change to redstone dust? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, I can fix. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now that goes up, down, and that'll get powered while that's going, but that shouldn't be an issue. That might be an issue. Wait, no, it won't be. Because, barring any more errors, it'll be back here, where maybe this one will get powered every once in a while. But it should... Here we go. Okay, this is looking much better. There we go. Okay. Now, again, the actual getting iron blocks into the area that we need them might be a challenge, but we're gonna work on that eventually. Is there anything else? Honestly, I could probably move that if needed. But no, this is working well. Okay, I just need to figure out the timings, hook it up to this so that once this gets done extending, there'll probably be a little bit of a timer to do that. Actually, I wonder... Because I do love my comparator pulse extenders. Nope, that needs to be 2. Ooh, okay. And then, oh goodness, how do I make a falling edge monostable circuit? That is the question. This is not a thing that I use a lot. And actually, I should probably move it down because I'm thinking ahead here. And what's probably going to happen is the iron blocks are going to be pushed in here and here, but maybe on the other side for this side. That way we can kind of do like the other one where it's coming in from either side. I just used my hands to talk there as if you could see me. And if you can see me while I'm recording this, while you're watching this, then how are you time traveling? This is concerning. Again, just to make sure. Yep, it turns off right as that finishes. Let's see if I can do this. Just we're gonna use my brain power. There's not a ton of it, but we're gonna use what there is. Let's try this. Oh, need to add a little more delay. Perfect. Okay, that is absolutely wonderful. So then we will just connect this right over here. Oh, actually, we need it to trigger twice. So what we will do is a little something like this. Except one will be, yeah, one on no delay, the other on full delay. Will that work? Nope. Okay. Let's make sure just the first pulse works. Yes. Okay, so the first pulse works. We need another one that... We need quite a bit of delay for this, don't we? We'll put that there because we don't have quite as much room. You know, this could probably be fixed with a T flip-flop. Rising and falling edge monostable circuits are just so gosh darn nice, and I keep forgetting that they exist, and it's really just a shame. And the rising edge is just so easy. It's just a piston. Well, sticky piston, or you can use sand. Either way works. You know what? I have confidence. Nope, we're not tick warping. We are putting the tick rate back to normal, and we're just testing it. Well, that's not right. Good news! I was able to actually get it to work. I feel like I've overcomplicated things because I have a pulse extender here going into a falling edge monostable circuit, going into a pulse extender, going into two different delays, which goes into a T flip-flop, which goes into a rising edge monostable circuit, which then gets a little, actually that's less about the delay and more about the timing of it. But we have the iron blocks in, that pushes up, and immediately gets restocked. Oh, that is lovely. That is absolutely beautiful. I feel like this has to be able to be simplified somehow. I have some good news and some not so good news. The good news is I've been able to shave off some space by rerouting this. Move over the target block so it still powers this, and that cuts off a block here, that brings over this, and bring all this up so it's a little bit more contained, a little more square. I brought this block up, I forgot to do it on this side, because I know eventually, probably next time, that's where the pusher is going to bring blocks in for this side, because I don't think we can do both. Ooh, this is going to be an issue. Yeah, that's the good news and the bad news. Good news, I have added things, made it more compact. Bad news is I keep seeing problems. I did actually hook up this to restart the timer. So essentially, I replaced the note block and observer I had here with a redstone block, super easy, super simple, so that while it's here, or when it arrives, it presses this block. These rising edge monostable circuits turn that pulse into that straight power that just keeps going into just a tiny little pulse that will then go into the, it feels weird taking this long power and turning it into a short pulse to turn it into a slightly longer power to turn it into a tiny pulse to turn it into a slightly longer power to, you know, give the couple timings that we need. But hey, I haven't been able to find a better way to do it, and the symmetry is making my brain happy, except for this little green line here, which I don't need on this side. But again, I might have to rethink this just based on how I'm planning to get the iron blocks loaded in from the side. But this is working lovely. Let me go ahead and actually add in the iron blocks, and then we'll give it a proper test. Oh, there's an extra item in there. That's an issue. Why are you stuck? What? Why did this not? Oh, So one of the things I changed, I forgot to add that little bit of red. Oh, no, that's gonna break things. That's gonna break things. That's gonna break things. Oh, thank goodness I caught it before it broke things. Oh, no. Oh, no. What happened? Well, oh, you guys are not supposed to be like that. Nope, that's not right either. Oh, no, no. Fortunately, I don't think it broke anything. I stand corrected, it broke this. Why do I keep making issues while solving problems? I found it. This piece of redstone right here has been causing me a lot of pain by breaking the iron block pusher. You want to know how? I have the tick right down. Let's go ahead and click that note block. When this observer powers this block to power this piston, it also, wouldn't you know it, powers the redstone right next to it. You would think I would know these things. And it's a very important thing to know. Oh, I'm going to have to change this. But that's doable. That's definitely doable. We'll actually just go ahead and move that over here. Ooh, you know what? I'm trying to think ahead, trying to keep this line of sight open. And so, go ahead, add the redstone there. There. Repeater here. Make sure that's on the same timing as over here. Okay, yep. And then we can just go ahead and bring that orange line on over. And yes, we still have line of sight. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now this should stop breaking every 3 seconds. The operative word being there, should. What? Oh, yep, that's a problem. Alright, we're gonna get this What? No. I need to just stop doing these things. Oh, now I've broken an observer. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn this on. We'll do a full run. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and tick warp this because I am confident. Oh, that did less than I thought. Okay, we're just about at the end. There we go. Yeah, just one more. And that's successful. Now I do have to manually stop it, otherwise it will just continue forever, even though there's no iron blocks in there. That's lovely! Oh, This makes me so happy. We yeah, we did two systems in one, bringing up and bringing across. And you know what? Let me go write my book for future future me, or if if you download the world once I release the full updated version, for whoever wants to. There we go. For whoever wants to, well, learn about the history of the machine. Improvement Day 3. Vertical reloader, the yellow line. Rather than using a bulky and overly far away flying machine, I designed my own triple piston extender, which again, I have to say I'm quite proud of that. Piston extenders are a bit daunting for me, so this greatly reduces the reload time compared to the original design. I really don't know what I was thinking with the original. I think it was just kind of high on flying machines, I guess, because I just used them for absolutely everything, even though that they definitely weren't needed for everything. The horizontal reloader, the orange line, similar to the vertical reloader, removing unnecessary flying machines reduces reload time, though the timing was made more complicated. Vertical reloader, smaller? Yes, definitely, especially when considering the distance that the flying machine originally had to travel. Even just the redstone that was involved in the flying machine and the footprint that took up was pretty large. So I'm definitely happy with what we've made. Is it faster? Yes, hands down. There is no competition here. It's oh, just so fast, and I love it. It's amazing. Is it cheaper? Yeah, I think so. We've definitely increased the number of pistons that we need to use, but we've removed the, well, not removed entirely, but reduced the number of observers, um, completely eradicated any slime or honey blocks, so that's kind of nice. And of course, was it made less complex? No. I don't think I can say it was, because I think the flying machine was actually rather simple, and the triple piston extender and the timings that we had to do for that kind of complicated things, made it a little bit more difficult to build, rather than just, hey, here's a flying machine, hey, we're gonna just have it pulse when something else, one of the other flying machines comes back to tell it, hey, now it's time for you to go, and then when it gets back, then it activates the next thing. A little domino effect that we don't really have now. I mean, we kind of do, but not as much. But of course, is it improved? Yes, absolutely it is. Honestly, just the speed at which it goes, I think it's the fact that I don't have to have an extra like 20 blocks of vertical space to put it in, or rather I didn't make it be there. It's great. The horizontal reloader, is it smaller? No, not really. I think it's a pretty similar footprint, even though the original flying machine had to cover more ground. I think with the timing and the redstone around it, it's still, like I said, pretty similar footprint. Is it faster? Yes, definitely. Both of these are very fast systems now, and I'm so happy with them. Is it cheaper? No. No, it is not. We greatly increased the number of slime and honey blocks that we need. The pistons and observers, we need more of those than when we did the flying machine as well. Maybe not pistons. I think pistons we might have saved some cost on. No. Pistons we definitely did not save cost, but I mean, it's not that much worse, or it's not any worse. But just the slime and honey blocks are where it's really killing us. Probably using about twice as many observers as we had to use in the original design, so definitely not cheaper. And is it less complex? No. I mean, you saw that we had to turn the we had to turn the constant signal from the redstone block on the block pusher into a, we had to turn it into just a single pulse, and then we had to extend that pulse to make sure that didn't go off too early. Then we took the falling edge pulse from that, put it into a pulse extender again to make sure that it wasn't too short of a pulse. And then, you know, we had to delay it. We had to have 2 separate delays, add in the T flip-flop to make sure that the final piston was pushing at the right time. I still feel like there's got to be a better way that I could have done that, but I can't think of it. But is it improved? You may call me crazy, but I think it has. It has been improved just by the speed of it. It is so nice. The speed and the fact that it is, you know, right up against the rest of the machine, so that we're not having everything as spread out. It's kind of satisfying to have everything kind of compact and next to each other. So yes, but just not as enthusiastically as the vertical reloader. And of course, this was made on March 10th, 2024, or rather finished March 10th, 2024. Well, thank you so much. Ignore that over there. I definitely didn't forget to record the end of this until after I went ahead and built the next section. So we're going to pretend that that hasn't happened yet, and you're going to be excited to see it next time. And I'm going to be editing it, and I'm not going to procrastinate it this time like I did this one. And, you know, you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, as we see that this monstrosity is growing from a little baby to a little bit larger to, oh my goodness, this thing is getting big, to, yeah, that one actually didn't get all that much bigger, except for the fact that, you know, we added in the iron blocks. But like I said, that's for next time, because this is already probably closer to a half hour, maybe a little bit less. I hope it's a little bit less. But you have a good night, good afternoon, good morning, and I will see you next time.